Hey, what is up everybody, it is Sideswipes coming at you guys with another gameplay commentary of some Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Storm Generations. Today you guys are going to be seeing a 3-battle set, and in this particular video it is going to be a battle of the Kages. Just going to go ahead and let you guys know that in the first battle I'm going to be using the second Hokage, in the second battle I'm going to be using the right Kage, and in the third and final battle I'm going to be using Lady Tsunade, who is obviously the current and fourth Hokage. And before I get into anything, guys, I just want to say sorry for not posting a video over the past couple of days. I had actually told you guys in my last video that I was going to post a video talking to you guys about an anime that I recently watched the day after that video, but unfortunately some things came up in regards to tennis and tennis practice, so I had to go ahead and attend that first. On Monday and Tuesday I actually had tennis practice, or rather varsity tryouts, from like pretty much 8 o'clock in the morning to like 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and whenever I got home I really didn't feel like making any commentaries. And then after that I also had to attend 2 tennis tournaments on Wednesday and Thursday, and I was going to school like 7 o'clock and returning at like 6:30 at night. I really didn't feel like doing commentaries, you know, after a hard 12 hours of tennis, you know, being out in the sun, playing 4 matches a day, and you know, whatever. And yeah, so anyways guys, yes, today I do have a day off from tennis practice, and pretty much the rest of this week, you know, it's going to be a pretty easy week in terms of tennis practice, because, you know, he doesn't really want to, you know, work with varsity this week. So anyways, I do have some time to make commentary for you guys today, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about an anime that I recently finished watching, like I said I was going to do. And yeah, so anyways, I might actually make this something relatively, or rather reoccurring. Every time I finish watching an anime, I'll probably just go ahead and make a video, just be like, this is the anime that I watched, this is why I liked it, this is why I didn't like it, and I suggest watching this, or I don't suggest watching this. I'm going to try to be as concise as possible without really ruining the story, and I'm pretty sure on this anime I'm not going to ruin the story whenever I do talk about it. But yeah, so anyways guys, as you guys can see by the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about an anime by the name of Bento. And I'm pretty sure that most of you guys that do watch anime should be relatively familiar with the term bento, but if you're not familiar with the term bento, bento is a Japanese way of saying lunchbox, or rather a box that has food in it. I think that's the best way of putting it in you know, American English terms per se. And if you kind of want an idea of what a bento looks like, it's like a box, and it has like, it's kind of like you go into a restaurant and getting like, you know, a 3-course meal, except it's like on a much smaller scale, and like it's just like something that you would just go pick up at a local supermarket, hit it on your microwave, and you know, eat it as your dinner. That's pretty much what a bento is, I guess you could say. You know, if there's anybody that's out there that can give me a proper explanation on what a bento is in the description below, feel free to go ahead and put that in there, so you know, I may be corrected and other people might know what it is. But you know what, the anime is about food, and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that, because that's probably the easiest way of going ahead and talking about this. So first of all, you guys might be wondering, why the heck am I watching an anime about food? Well, this anime really isn't about food per se, but it is about food, but there's a lot of action and violence in regards to this anime. And you know, I went ahead and actually watched the trailer before I watched this anime, and I kind of got the idea of like, bam, straight up right after I watched that trailer, I knew exactly what was going on. So I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and say this without really ruining anything. Pretty much the main storyline is about a boy by the name of, what was his name? I don't even remember what his name was. God, forget it. I don't know what his name is. He's a high school student, you know, which is what pretty much most animes are about. It's like a high school kid. He's a high school student, and he has about 25,000 yen every single month to pay for food and other expenses and stuff like that. So with that being said, the best way for him to actually go ahead and get food is to buy a bento. So he goes to a local supermarket and he tries to buy a bento, but unfortunately something very dramatic and really rather awkward happens. And I'm pretty sure that you guys should be understanding exactly what is going on, because I told you there's a lot of action and a lot of violence, and this guy's trying to buy a bento, so maybe you can kind of piece some things in together. But I will say, if you like some action violence and you like, you know, some really random outlandish type story, this is definitely what I definitely do suggest watching. I will go ahead and tell you guys that Bento may not exactly have the clearest storyline in the whole wide world, because, you know, it is only 12 episodes. It's relatively short. You can pretty much finish it in one day, or which, you know, if you consider that it's 20 minutes an episode, that's 3 episodes in an hour, which is 4 hours. So you can pretty much finish this in 1 to 2 days like I did. But if you guys are really interested in watching some random stuff that's not the big three of Fairy Tail, Naruto, or One Piece at this point in time, Bento is definitely a really fun anime. Like I said, it's not really, you know, a well-developed storyline. It does have some awesome action scenes. Whenever they do beat each other up, it's really cool because, you know, there's not really any blood per se. You know, maybe whenever the fighting scene is actually over, you can see it, but, you know, whenever they get punched in the gut, they don't go like, oh, and then like bleed out and stuff like that. But it's definitely a very interesting anime. The main reason behind the main reason why people probably like this anime is because of its action scenes and the fact that the action actually happens around food. Which is really rather interesting. And I'm really surprised that this actually doesn't happen in real life, because I could really see this happening. But, you know, living in the United States, if you beat someone else up over food, you know, it's kind of sort of illegal per se. But if this totally happens in Japan, I'm going to go to Japan and, you know, beat some people up for some awesome food over there. So, yeah. So anyways, guys, Bento, really awesome anime. It's about food, it's about action, it's about a kid that learns how to fight. If you guys are interested in seeing something like that, definitely go ahead and check it out today. You know, like I said, it's only 12 episodes long, pretty awesome anime. And you know, after the first 2 episodes, you really get into it, and you kind of get a good understanding of what exactly is going on. So yeah. So anyways, guys, definitely go ahead and check out Bento. Pretty awesome anime. Highly do suggest it. And I will see you guys later on. Peace out, guys. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. There you can get the latest updates and side swipes and everything else gaming.